Hello guys, today we're doing
There is a
5
question
strongest
we've all
signs of
asked.
aliens
Are we
reaction
alone
video.
in this universe?
Yeah.
Well, despite our ever-increasing technology and knowledge,
Top
we
five
do
to
not have a
S.
definitive
Top
answer to that
five.
question.
Oh.
Now, there are two very strong and
Okay, come
popular
on.
signs of
Let's do
believed
this.
alien life, and that is the WOW signal and the Black Knight. But I have already mentioned those in previous videos, so here are 5 of what people say prove or strongly suggest that we humans are not alone.
They
The
said
link
we're not
between
alone.
ancient Egypt and extraterrestrials has long
We're
been
watching
discussed,
a video, that's why
and we
we're
are
not
all
looking at
familiar
it.
with the speculation about alien intervention when it comes to the Egyptian pyramid design and construction.
What?
But whether you believe in that theory or not,
Insane.
there's one thing that people swear shows strong signs aliens did visit Earth during
Stop
those
blocking the
times.
face cam.
The Egyptian hieroglyphics, which are literary characters in a symbolic alphabetic form of writing. And one of the most interesting discovered hieroglyphics that many say has links with extraterrestrials is the 2,000 to 3,000 year old so-called Abydos helicopter. It was found in an ancient temple that was built by Seti I and his son Ramses II in Abydos, Egypt. Now, looking at it, what's the first thing you can spot?
A plane.
Well, there's no denying that this looks like a helicopter, this looks like some sort of boat or yacht, this looks like a ship of some sort, and that looks like what many say is a futuristic ship or glider. So this was found on a
What?
stone slab that was supporting the ceiling. It was studied and
That looks
concluded
like a
that it was nothing more than an
helicopter, guys.
accidental
Yeah,
illusion
it
caused by
did.
overlapping hieroglyphics,
Guys,
where plaster had
wow.
been set onto the stone to replace the writing underneath. And that was it.
Oh, wow.
It was sort of left and not talked about again. There are a few researchers who say there is much more to this. They concluded that if the Egyptians wanted to overlap any existing writing, they would simply
No, it's not
replace
the
the
aliens,
limestone.
it's the Egyptians.
It's believed the hieroglyphics would have been engraved on the ground and then elevated up into position. So if a change needed to be done, researchers say they could have just replaced the block and wouldn't have to replaster it. Then there are those who do not believe it has anything to do with ancient technology. They say if there were vehicles like the ones believed to be shown, then surely there would be a lot more evidence of them and not just on one single inscription. So what do you think of these mysterious hieroglyphics?
I think that's a
Is it
hell.
proof aliens came down during the ancient Egyptian years, or is it nothing more than a
It
coincidence?
is. How did the Egyptians
Astronauts.
know?
It's always fascinating when an astronaut argues the existence of aliens, because if anyone has more of a chance of seeing an extraterrestrial, it's going to be astronauts who venture into space. Now, the rumor is that if an astronaut witnesses a UFO or an extraterrestrial being, they cannot report this to the press. But that hasn't stopped them, because over the years,
I
many
know why,
astronauts
because they
have
must
told of
study
encounters with
volcanic.
aliens.
Yeah.
In June 1965, when astronauts Ed White and James McDivitt were passing over Hawaii in a Gemini spacecraft, they say they witnessed a strange-looking metallic object with long arms sticking from it. McDivitt took pictures, but he said that it did not capture what he could see properly due to the glare and the grubby window. The rumor is that he also took a video, but this has never been released. McDivitt has said that some UFO promoters did exaggerate the story, but debunkers did also underestimate
This
it.
is kind of scary.
Another sighting by astronauts happened in December of the same year. Gemini astronauts James Lovell and Frank Borman saw an unidentified spacecraft some distance from their capsule. The Gemini Control Center told him that he was seeing the final stage of their own booster rocket, but Frank confirmed that he could see the booster rocket and the unidentified object was something completely different, but what exactly it was is a
You
mystery.
need to tell.
Now, whether you believe Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong's moon landing was a hoax or not, they both
God,
apparently
yeah.
reported that aliens
Find
have a
out.
base on the moon and were told to get off and stay.
Yeah.
According to unconfirmed reports, both Neil and Buzz saw UFOs shortly after landing on the moon on the 21st of July, 1969.
That's why I never want to go up
According
in
to former NASA
space.
employee Otto Binder,
'Cause I might can die
unnamed
by
radio
aliens.
hounds with their own VHF receiving facilities
And then there's
that
no way
bypassed
that,
NASA's
like, it could
broadcasting
start a
outlets
volcano.
picked up the
Wait,
following
The
exchanges.
reason why astronauts don't
What
tell
was
like
it?
the
What the
living
hell
of
was it?
aliens
That's all
because
I
they
want
don't
to
want to
know.
start a little panic.
What's there?
No,
These
the
babies are
government
huge,
told
sir,
them.
enormous. Oh my god, you wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you, there are other spacecraft out there, lined up on the far side of the crater edge. They're on the moon watching us.
Look, that looks like a giant alien.
According to former naval officer and Russian UFO researcher, Neil Armstrong relayed the message to Mission Control that two
you
large
see it?
mysterious objects were watching them after having landed, but the message was censored and never heard by the watching public. NASA's cover-ups. The fact that NASA conceal information from the public has led many to believe that they are aware of the existence of alien life. And one of the most talked about cases
What's
of a
that?
NASA cover-up comes from Dr. Edgar Mitchell. He was part of the Apollo 14 space mission in
Not
1971. And during his
think I'm
2
an
lunar
alien,
missions,
actually.
he spent
No,
33
what?
hours on the
You
moon.
realize actually
Dr. Mitchell said
Human
that he was
beings are
aware of
actually
several
aliens.
UFO visits during his career,
We're a species
but each
of
one had been
aliens.
covered up. He said that workers at the space agency had described aliens as little people who look strange to us. Dr. Mitchell stated that their technology is far more sophisticated than ours,
So
and if they
aliens
were
are
hostile, they would be gone by now. He is also told that the believed Roswell alien crash of 1947 was
Whoa,
real,
I feel like
and
I'm
the
about
reason
to
it was
see a
covered up was
UFO.
because the US did not want the Soviet to
Like
know
if
of
there's
the
like a
crash
UFO
technology,
in my backyard.
and they did not know if the apparent
feel
alien
like right
being
now.
was hostile or not.
Good. We don't have school
Apparently,
tomorrow, so I might be able to post another
commented on
video
Dr.
tomorrow.
Mitchell's statements by
What
saying
was that?
NASA does not track
That's
UFOs
you.
and is not involved in any sort of cover-up about
it's
alien
not.
life on this planet or anywhere in the universe. Dr. Mitchell is
I
a
just
great
got them
American,
in the
but we do not share his opinions on this issue. But Edgar continues to claim that aliens and
Are you
alien
okay?
craft are real
No.
and is positive that we are being watched right now. Another thing people more recently have pointed out is the International Space Station's HD live feed is often cut when objects are seen in space. In 2014,
Oh,
NASA
no,
allegedly
no,
cut the live feed coming from the Earth viewing cameras mounted on the space
I'm an
station.
alien. I
just
like
when a
poop.
mysterious
I just
UFO
pooped
appeared
all
to
over
hover
you.
over the Earth.
Sorry.
UFO watchers claim that the drop-off of the live feeds as soon as a UFO comes
Why
into
not
view
in the
is an
face
obvious
cam?
and
They
deliberate
want-
attempt to hide what they believe are regular sightings of alien spacecrafts observing Earth. Some say this is the moon or a lens flare,
That much
and
raw
others
and
believe it's
ass.
an alien craft. Also, UFO
Oh, I
watcher
need a
Toby
look.
Lund apparently spotted a UFO on the live stream outside the
Oh my-
space station before the stream was
Ow.
interrupted for
Ow.
around 15 seconds. Needless to say, it's certainly strange that NASA cut the
Bye.
video when things like this happen. Maybe it's just a coincidence
I
due
love
to
you.
experiencing technical difficulties, or maybe they know something
I
we
kissed ya.
don't.
I kissed ya. That's okay.
The size of our universe.
I
Now, even those who do
That
not
was like
believe in the UFO
that was like
or
Boba
alien
Fett's
photos
slave
and
one.
videos going
I
around,
know.
there are many that say, due to the sheer magnitude of the universe, it's impossible for there not to be another life form. To understand why
Yeah.
people say alien
Wait,
life
did-
must be out there,
They
we must
said
first
that the
realize how
maximum
big
of
the
the universe
universe is.
has to be
It's
another
believed that
source
the
of life.
diameter of the observable universe is around 28 billion parsecs, which is around 93 billion light years. Now, a single light year is just under 6 trillion miles, which is a ridiculous number. So 6 trillion times 93
That made me jump.
and don't forget,
What?
that is just what we can observe.
Whoa.
And it's not that we don't have the technology to observe any further, it's just that light from other objects hasn't had enough time to reach Earth since the beginning of the cosmological expansion. And with all that, astronomers at the University of Auckland have said that it's believed there are around 50 sextillion planets in the observable universe. Now I will leave you to decide whether you think that only one out of those 50 sextillion planets can harbour any form of life.
Nope. There are more
Some
forms
believe
of
that
life.
civilizations are currently existing on
It's
Earth-like
not in the
planets
solar
right
system.
alongside us,
Definitely.
and others believe
I
we
mean,
could
the
even be
universe is
bacteria
so
with another life
huge.
form. Add
The
all of that with
universe
the
This is so
possibility
huge.
of
This
infinite
guy,
or
this isn't like the
multi-dimensions,
only
and it takes
planet
things to
out
a
of
whole
every
other
single
level.
universe in the world.
Even any of those theories
That
or not,
they're-
there is absolutely no denying
Let's
that
sell
the
it.
universe
Come
is
on.
incredible and has left us with many.
No,
Oh,
Sally,
no,
go,
no,
go, go,
no,
go, go. I had to touch his butt.
The Men in Black. Now, although this sort of ties
Sorry,
in with
I
the
have to
thought
spit
that
on my
NASA are
hand.
covering things
So
up,
I had to.
the Men
I
in
almost
Black
wanted
deserve
to
a
sell his
talk on
butt
their own.
crack.
The Men in Black are thought to be government agents who harass or threaten UFO and alien witnesses to keep them quiet about what they have seen. Over the years, there have been many myths flying
Look,
around about
how
them,
creepy
and whether
this
they
is.
exist or not is still a mystery. But if they do, then many say it proves that there is something out there that the government do not want us to
Hey,
know
look
about.
at his ugly face.
Now, whether their
Everyone,
existence can
boo
be
him in the
inferred,
comments.
there are tons
Boo
of
him.
reports of people
No,
believing they
don't
have
boo
an
me,
encounter
don't
with
boo
them,
him more.
like the one told by
Like
Dr.
him,
Herbert Hopkins,
boo him.
a respected family physician
Wall
from
and
Old
egg.
Orchard Beach,
And I
Maine,
slapped him
who
in
was
the face.
studying a UFO case in
That's
September
how I barely slapped
1976.
him. You shut up, hold on, your
And
man.
a man identified himself as a representative of a UFO organization.
You're
Man
not.
asked him if he
You
could come
are
to the
never
doctor's house to talk to him
special.
about the UFO
What?
case. He said that he could come around, and after the call ended, Herbert got up from his chair to turn on the lights, and the man was already in his house walking up the stairs. Hopkins was so shocked at how he was in the house without knocking in such a short amount of time, and was even more shocked at the man's strange appearance. He said in an interview he wore a neatly tailored black suit,
That
black
guy's having
shoes,
lies.
black socks, a white shirt with black tie, and a black hat. He also told reporters that the man was as bald as an egg and had no eyebrows or eyelashes. Herbert said he could tell the man was wearing lipstick, as when he wiped his mouth with the back of his glove, his lips were smeared and there was red lipstick on his glove. His voice was apparently passive, as if it was a machine,
not
and then he began talking about the UFO case when this strange man ordered Herbert to destroy all the evidence he had gathered about the case. He apparently got to his feet and said very slowly, My energy is running low. Must go now. Goodbye. Before steadily walking down the stairs and disappearing. Dr.
That
Hopkins
means
was
he's
left
probably running
terrified
out
and
of
has no
air.
idea what happened that night. Another very unique case started on the 14th of October 2009 when two witnesses believed they saw a triangular unknown aerial object outside of a hotel and a UFO case file was opened. Then, several weeks later, two unidentified men in black visited the same hotel looking for the two witnesses who saw this UFO. The two witnesses were not there at the time, so the men in black harassed the hotel staff for approximately 30 minutes before leaving.
Someone ran
Those who
away.
spoke to the men said they were completely bald with no eyebrows or eyelashes. They apparently had relatively big, strange eyes and did not blink once whilst talking. Now, there is no real proof whether or not the video footage and reports are a hoax, or whether it really did happen and the men in black are out there trying to keep us from knowing too much.
Jump scare.
I might.
No jump scare. No jump scare. No jump scare. No jump scare. Yeah, you do.
If I come in for a quick chat?
Do you hear that? What did it say?
Guys.